What's up, guys? I'm gonna do a full range test on the Segway GT3. I'm powering it on right now. It's at 100%. The estimated range for eco is about 45 miles. I'm gonna go on sport, so I should get less range, so as you guys can see. So in fact, I'll just go on race mode, the fastest mode, so 100%, as you guys can see right there. All right, let's get started with the range test. I'm estimating about 20 miles, and I weigh just around 200 pounds, which is around 92 kilograms. I'm reaching 31 miles an hour, as you guys can see on the screen. It's pretty stable at the higher speeds. I mean, it's super windy. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind. I have that GoPro attachment to reduce wind noise, but it's an interesting Porsche you don't see every day. So yeah, no, it's pretty stable at these speeds. It goes a little slower on the uphills, but it's still taking me up. And I mean, this is a pretty decent hill. So that's the other thing with this range test. It's not just gonna be flats, it's gonna be some hills as well. So honestly, if I even get 20 miles an hour, that'll actually be really good. The thing is, speed makes a big difference when you're and if you're heavier. All of those contribute to less range. The faster you go and the heavier you are, and the more hills you do, all decrease your range. All right, we have 73% battery left, and we've gone 6.77 kilometers. Yeah, we're basically flying at 30 miles an hour, slide uphill. Got the cool horsies on our left, and down to 68%. I gotta check my phone for the kilometers. All right, so let's talk about this scooter, because I've had it for a little bit now. That's signal. You know, this thing has the signal thing. Signal indicator, but I don't really use it all that much. It's so kind of tiny here. I think the one on the Apollo Pro is better, because you got one button here and one button here. It's easy. This one, it's not bad, because I just lean into it right or left, but it's kind of small. I don't use it all that much. Full throttle on the downhill. I like all the throttle. The Regen brake slows it down even on a downhill. I mean, this is not a super downhill, but it's downhill enough. Okay, 60% battery. We've gone just under 11 kilometers. Oh, look, that's an M5. That car used to be very cool back in the day. Especially back in the day, when the 2002 model came out. I've had the scooter for a little bit. I genuinely really like taking it to the market because of this little hook right here on the stem. I'm assuming that's to hold bags, at least that's what I use it for. I like it because it's balanced and it's simple. It's just like a quick ride to the store, quick ride back. It's just easy. So I prefer that over my car sometimes. So for longer trips, I like taking the car. I like the scooters more for shorter trips, just kind of like in and out kind of thing. And the scooter is really nice. It's pretty stable. It's actually decently stable. It's not as stable as a Segway GT2, which costs more and also weighs a lot more than this, but it also goes faster. But because it's heavier, it's staying. This guy kind of looks like Gordon Ramsay a little bit. Don't want to hit the C8, and I definitely don't want the C8 to hit me. Yes, a Corvette C8 is faster than a Segway GT3. This hill is gonna be a bit of a struggle. Still going fairly well. It's slowing down, but I mean, this is a pretty hard hill, and this is gonna drain the battery. But I mean, it takes me up these hills. So that's the beauty of this GT3. I mean, it's definitely not the cheapest scooter in the world. It's not super expensive either. But it's a pretty good size for a decently powerful scooter. I genuinely like this scooter. It's pretty stable, it's nice, the screen's nice, the controls are nice, the brakes are nice. I mean, I genuinely like this scooter. And the Regen brake is really good too. In fact, we'll try it on the super downhill. So I'm not holding the throttle and we're on a downhill. Like, this is like a pretty decent decline. I don't know what the degrees are, but this is pretty decent. And yeah, it's keeping me at 14 or 15, which is, I mean, goes to show you, like, I'm not even touching the brakes. The Regen brake on this thing is strong, assuming you set it to the stronger setting. That's a pretty big RV or a bus. I didn't even know what that was. All right, so we're down to 40%. Yeah, 31's the top speed, even on a downhill, as you guys can see. Holding the throttle down all the way. And if I let go of the throttle, it actually slows down. Again, this is another hill that's gonna slow down. That's a beefy Ram TRX. I'm assuming that's a TRX. That looked pretty beefy. Brakes. Easy. 29% battery at full throttle. We are going 24 miles an hour. That seems to be the highest top speed on a flat. So it looks like under 30%, the performance drops, which I think the GT2 was something similar. I think. I mentioned it in the other video if it was. I feel like it was, but I can't remember 100%. Under 30%, like the acceleration, the response, everything just drops. And I think it's just doing it just to preserve battery life. I mean, I think probably most scooters are like that. Some scooters are pretty fast, even at up until like 10%, they're still pretty fast, and then at 10%, then they kind of like slow down. But those are more rare. More scooters are like this, where at 30% or so, they kind of just start to decline in terms of performance. 81%, and we've gone 16 miles. Kilometers is at 25.76, so about 26 kilometers. Oh, it is struggling up this hill. At 13% battery life, it is struggling up this hill. It would be flying up this hill if it was more than 30% battery. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So it looks like I am going to get closer to that 20-mile range that I was anticipating. Yeah, because we're at 18 miles. So I feel like we'll probably get there. But the reason why we're getting there is because the scooter's going slower. So if I was keeping up that top speed, it wouldn't be, I would have been done by now. But the other thing to keep in mind is that once you're down on the battery, it's gonna struggle up the hills. So keep that in mind as well. So make sure you have, you know, decent enough battery, then it'll fly you up the hills. I mean, not fly you, but take you up pretty easily. Takes me up pretty easily, I should say. I keep thinking it's gonna end, but it's going. It's like, but I mean, you guys could see I'm like full throttle right here. It's just, it's done. That's it. It's done. I heard the click. All right. Okay, let's take a picture of the screen. My GoPro battery just died as well. So I basically got 22 miles of range at 1% remaining. The throttle stopped working, so I'm calling it at 22 miles, and my phone said 35.37 kilometers, which if you do the conversion is 21.98 miles, which is basically 22 miles. So got a little bit better than what I was expecting. However, it was going a lot slower than I was expecting towards the end. So if it kept going at the faster speed, it probably would have been like 16 miles or so. So keep that in mind. Overall, still got some pretty good range considering I was in race mode the whole time, and most of the time I was on full throttle. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. If you guys did, smash that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.